Okay, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our HR on the go. Now, this is a free live webcast on top trends and hot topics relating to HR and people management, of course, are coming your way. So, of course, HR on the go is a joint collaboration of Clark HR Council and CPHR Philippines, airing live on the CHRC Facebook page every other Tuesday. Now, of course, if you're looking to be featured, just send us an email at go@clarkhrcouncil.org. Now, if also you're interested in becoming a CHRC member, join us via www.clarkhrcouncil.org/join. So again, welcome to our seventh episode. Now, and it, of course, it is beginning to look like a lot like Christmas. So of course, no, we are days away now from Christmas. Do you have your decorations already? No, do you have your paroles already, no? Hang dito sa ating mga kanya-kanyang bahay. And of course, no, are we even ready as ninongs and ninangs, no, sa ating mga papalapit, no, na mga inaanak, no? Naka-ready na ba yung ating ampaw? We don't even use ampaw ngayon eh, no? GCash is now available. Okay, so some parents are now sending the GCash numbers, no, ng kanilang mga anak or even yung kanilang GCash number to send yung ating mga um, yung mga monetary, no, reward sa ating mga inaanak. Now, of course, we are actually on our last episode for this year, and this episode is actually very interesting as we transition to another new event, no, folding up this year. Why is it a new event? Because we are now going back to work. No, probably if you have seen videos, no, TikTok videos, no, or even mga parang comedy videos, no, na pinapalabas nila na lumalapit na yung mga HR sa mga employees, no, na sinasabi, are you ready to get back to work, no, to get back to office, no? Yung ating mga damit, no, na inaanay na at inaagnas na, no, get ready to plantsahin na kasi by next year back to office na po tayo niyan for most, no, of the offices, no, even the BPO ng meron tayong mga BPO dito na isang taon na silang nagwo-work at home, pero now because we are on our pathway to recovery, no, gumaganda na ang mga cases natin, babalik na rin tayo niyan hopefully on site. Now sige, wag na natin patagalin pa. Now the topic actually is very useful, especially for not just HR leaders but even organizational leaders, no, even business owners, no. So HR leaders actually need an entrepreneurial mindset because just like every entrepreneur, their role is to manage and leverage resources while building stronger relationships with the community. HR leaders should be the same, most especially in times of finite resources. Human resources can be used to identify and eliminate unnecessary spending in the areas of benefits, remuneration, and even staffing. Now, of course, using real life examples and insights from our experienced guest, Chef Don Quito, will help provide practical guidance on how to leverage and manage finite resources in this time of pandemic. So wait no more as we welcome our guest for today. Now, to help introduce our guest for today, no, Chef Don Quito is actually an advocate of culinary, culture and heritage, Kapampangan culture, an advocate also of urban agri-farming, advocate of youth development and empowerment, and mental health awareness. Now, Chef Don Quito is also an academician from 2012 to present, as well as an entrepreneur from 2014 to present. He is also a business consultant from 2013 to present. And of course, a chef, demonstrator, and expert, and was invited from various um, shows, no, like GMA7, ABS-CBN, and even television documentaries. Chef Don Quito was also featured in Metro Magazine for 4-month issue. Also, he also took elective lifestyle course at Santa Clara Adult Education, California, Bachelor of Science in Hotel, Restaurant, and Institution Management at De La Salle College of St. Benilde, And of course, an associate foreign exchange student from Emirates Academy with academic associate at École Hotel, no, Switzerland. Now, Chef Don Quito is also an affiliated member of JCI Angeles City Culiat and Cocinero Kapampangan from years 2017 to 2019. Now, Chef Don Quito um, was also the 2020 JCI Angeles City Culiat LO president. Now, of course, allow me now to introduce our speaker for today. This Tuesday. Good afternoon, Chef Don. Okay, apologies for that. I think we're having some network issues. Now, as we wait for Chef Don, no, today's topic is really about something, no, that can really help us move forward. Now, it is very important for us to manage and even leverage resources in this time of pandemic, especially that we really have finite resources, no, as to how we can, address the current challenges this year and even by next year. And of course, no, we're going to understand also the importance of teamwork. It's not just about technical models that we need to use. It's not just about our crisis management plans. No, it's not just about our competencies, but even how we collaborate with people, with employees, with even other stakeholders. Now, the stakeholders is a very large group. No, we have stakeholders part of the community, who's part of the employees, no, and even as part of our investors, etc. Okay, perhaps we can try connecting again with Chef Don Quito. All right. Now, this topic will also help us know as to how why do we believe members are required to train on a regular basis. No, it's not just about them doing their work, but it is very important and imperative for us to train our employees, no, on a regular basis. As we all know, we are in a very fast-paced environment. Now, the times are changing so fast that it became so hard to move forward, no. Previously we have competencies required pre-pandemic that is highly useful when applying, but in this time of uncertainty, the competencies have changed, which we talked about last few episodes, no, way back October and September, and even at the Philippine HR Assembly, if you were able to attend. Now, this time we will going to understand, though, why is it best to have a crisis management as well as a crisis management team in the first place, no? And what, of course, advice can we learn from an entrepreneur, being as HR leaders and people managers, no? To of course learn from a chef Don, no? Again, it's not just the HR leaders, no? Um, na puwede tayong matuto even sa ating mga entrepreneurs, no. This is being practiced by multiple professionals. So from this episode, no, this is actually very helpful and very important. So again, before we call again Chef Don Quito as our guest speaker, we are again once inviting all HR leaders and even business owners who are still not a member of Clark HR Council. Okay, so again, no, Clark HR Council, no, is a group, no, of HR professionals dito sa Clark, no. And kung hindi ka pa member ng Clark HR Council, kung taga Angeles City ka man, be a part of Clark HR Council. Why? Because you will gain numerous benefits like, for example, HR and labor updates, no. You have to stay on the top of HR and labor updates concerning the Clark Freeport zone and of course nationwide, no. And of course, you get to have an access to Ask HR. So for example, maliit ang organization mo and you don't have seasoned HR professionals, no, you can even ask someone using our portal dito sa Ask HR. This is an HR forum serving as collaboration and networking platform for HR professionals. There's also an access to JobLink portal. So for organizations, meron na silang access dito. You can see other companies posting their job vacancies dito. It's actually free. And we have a lot of applicants dito because this is being shared to various networks. So you get to have various professionals applying. So you get to have a pool apart from Job Street, apart from various job search sites. No, meron tayong job link portal dito sa Clark HR Council. Also get to have member insights, no, a review of updated insights on employer compliance, labor market, DOLI forms, etc. Again, we'll also be distributing HR templates, no, which is highly beneficial for business owners, no, for small to medium enterprises na again wala sila talagang seasoned HR professionals, no. We provide the HR templates, no, and we share and download the HR templates, no, for every HR and employee situation. We even have a providers directory. Dito sa providers directory, we have an updated list of HR vendors and service providers for every requirement, no. So of course, for service providers, no, this is your time. This is your avenue to highlight your brand to our members. Now, again, we also have HR library. This is actually continuously growing access to full editions of HR related ebooks. So you get to have an access to ebooks. And of course, job fairs. Get updates on upcoming job fairs and weekly learning sessions like this HR on the go show. And we're also holding general membership meetings from time to time, no? Of course, free attendance ito, no, sa ating general council meetings with representatives from government sectors to discuss updates. Previously, we have updates from the DOLE, from SSS, no, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, etc. Okay, so let me check if Chef Don has a good network connection na. Ayan, Chef Don, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. My apologies, I'm just using my mobile phone. Actually, nasa daan ako, nag-stop ako to get a good internet connection. Thank you,
Mhm.
for giving me the opportunity to be part of this program.
No worries because this is pretty normal, no? Ito yung mga current challenges natin sa online. And hopefully, no, makita natin si Chef Don personally sa ating gagawin ng mga event, something like this by next year if the time permits, no? And of course, no, wag na natin patagalin pa, no? To start, we have given a while ago, no, the audience kung anong current situation natin ngayon in terms of managing and leveraging resources. Now, global pandemics such as COVID-19 crisis, Chef Don, present additional problems, no, for crisis managers, no, or even from organization managers or HR professionals at different levels and in different organizations. Now, as an organization leader and as an entrepreneur, what do you think are the general challenges you're facing right now, most especially in the current situation? I know that you're managing a school also. So what do you think are the general challenges that you have faced, no, and you're currently facing right now?
Mhm. Actually, that's the common problem nowadays, no, sa mga companies or even MSMEs and yung mga matagal na sa industry. There are times that they are taking for granted crisis management plan, no. I remember back then nung nag-aaral tayo sa Emirates Academy in sa Luzon, no, one topic and one course na meron kami is the crisis management. Kumbaga, we never know kasi what will happen, or we can never anticipate, no, kung ano man ang mga darating sa mga business or what are the pagsubok, no. But then again, we always remember when we conceptualize our business plan, we prepare the SWOT analysis, the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. There are times that, and a lot of companies, there are times that they almost forget that these threats are really happening, no? Kumbaga like ngayon, pandemic, hindi natin napaghandaan, no, na magkakaroon ng pandemya, or minsan hindi mo rin mapaghandaan na magkakaroon ng earthquake, or hindi mo napaghandaan na magkakaroon ng bagyo. Although when you created your SWOT analysis, definitely sa mga kumpanya na anticipate nila na merong mga ganong threats na pwedeng kaharapin ng kumpanya. So like for now, as a business owner and as part of NGO, no, uh, ngayon ko masasabi na ang importance ng paggawa ng SWOT analysis and crisis management plan. First is definitely creating a crisis management plan is like a cycle lang, no? Wherein you need to prepare, or definitely you need to to identify first what will be your problem, then you need to prepare, then definitely you need to respond, no, or respond on how are you gonna answer the, or how are you gonna face that threat, and definitely you need to prepare for a plan on how are you gonna recover. So on my end sa school, no, we are managing a culinary school. All honesty, uh, ang hirap ngayon because dahil hindi allowed ang face-to-face. 'Di ba? Hindi natin napaghandaan. But then again, what the good side of it naman, because of the technology nowadays, kahit papaano we easily adapt, no, on how to use the different platforms sa pagtuturo, no. Kumbaga, nandiyan na ang mga online classes, no. It's a blended or a virtual classes. Yan ang tipong pinaka-medium na nagagamit namin ngayon. So, unlike before, no, definitely we're not that equipped, no, but because of the pandemic, kumbaga, kailangan mabilis ang response mo, mabilis ang pag-adapt mo sa current situation. So like for example naman, in terms of organization, no, like as part of NGO, like
Mhm.
usual na tipong community service, which is before you can easily do community service kasi pupunta ka lang sa community, will address the problem. But nowadays kasi, there are some protocols, no, before you can execute your project or before you can execute the community service.
Right, right. No, a while ago, no, Chef Don mentioned about the SWOT analysis again. No, to go back, yung sinasabing threat ni Chef Don, it's actually an external origin. Kasi we always tend to focus dun sa internal. Eh. Ano ba yung internal? The strength and weaknesses. Yung strength and weaknesses, highly dependable yan sa atin. Pero the threats and opportunities are actually no outside of our hands. But of course, no, we have to indicate those opportunities and threats. And once we indicate those opportunities and threats, anong gagawin natin, no? Anong gagawin nating steps required, no? It's not just about our strengths and weaknesses, but also how we can no be prepared no for these threats na labas sa atin, hindi natin hawak. These are external origins. Now, a while ago, no, Chef Don mentioned about the challenges no he's currently facing no as an entrepreneur and as an organization leader. Now, Chef Don, why do you think these challenges no or uh, pose threats no to the business? Bakit kaya uh, nagiging threat itong mga challenges na ito sa business?
Mhm. Ah, unang-una 'no, itong mga threats na 'to, definitely it will affect the entire operations of the businesses 'no. Ah, it can affect the employees, it can affect the sales of the company, it can again, the entire operations 'no. Dahil hindi tayo prepared, so usually 'pag dumating itong mga crisis na 'to, there are times that we don't really know on how to cope with these problems or with this kind of threat. So that's the reason why I'm saying it earlier, the importance of having a crisis management plan for you to easily recover dun sa damages na nagawa nitong threat na to.
Mhm. Given the fact na sige, let's call it ano na, naging reactive na tayo kasi mahirap maging proactive because
Mhm.
as we all know, even no other countries they're having a great battle dito sa pandemic, no? Kaya nga very important na we're not just aware about the threats but ano na yung gagawin natin moving forward, no? Through crisis management plan, through business continuity planning, etc. That is what Chef Don is telling us. Now, ngayon nalaman na natin itong mga challenges, yung reasons or bakit naging threat siya sa business, no? Now, how do you, Chef Don, ikaw, as an organization leader, both as NGO leader and as an entrepreneur, no? How do you wish to address these challenges, Chef Don?
Unang-una 'no, when you face this kind of challenges, kumbaga, yeah, given 'no, hindi natin napaghandaan 'yan before. Kumbaga, kung nandiyan na, you need to cope it right away. You need to adapt. Like, you need to maximize the resources na meron ka ngayon. Like for example, as I've said earlier, uso na ngayon ang virtual. Uso na yon ngayon ang technology, laganap na ang tulong niyan 'no, pagdating sa mga businesses. You need to adapt kung ano yung mga needs na pwedeng masolusyonan via technology. But always remember this, no? When you create your crisis management plan for future, you always remember that you have to be prepared. You need to know how to respond. Technically, you need to identify how are you gonna recover and how to mitigate. No, how can you avoid it for your future? Okay. Then, kumbaga, when you create this kind of management or crisis management plan, you need to consider sa future the peace factors. Mayroon tayong tinatawag na peace factors. Usually, you define these peace factors as your political, like how are you gonna respond in terms of crisis in terms of political, okay? One example ng mga political na yan, like what if nagkaroon ka ng problema in terms of BIR or business permits, or what if na politika ng something, you know what I mean. Then next is you need to be prepared in terms of crisis na what if there are some concerns in terms of the economy, like business are crashing, 'di ba? You need to prepare as well. You need to have a plan on how are you gonna cope pag dumating naman ang crisis na yon. Next is another E is your environment. Okay? For environment, like what if there are some natural calamities? Okay? Like there are some earthquake, okay, you need to cope again. Okay, then you need to have a model that concerning the environment crisis. Next is letter S, social. Okay, like what if in terms of social, in terms of the yung habit ng mga guests, ng mga customers, or yung mga clients mo, like definitely nag-iiba ang trend, so it's part of crisis kung bababa ang sales mo. You need to prepare, you need to create a model concerning social. Next is technology. We all know that nag-evolve, and technology nowadays is napaka-helpful. Okay? But what if technology crashes? No? Like meron na naman ibang medium or means na lumabas, then you're not equipped in terms of technology. So definitely you need to be prepared. Definitely you need to know how to respond. You need to know how to recover once na affected ka na. And mitigation, again, para at least you're prepared na sa susunod, hindi mo na ma-encounter yung mga ganong problema.
Thank you very much, Chef Don. It's very important for us to become agile, no?
Mhm.
Kailangan ano tayo talaga, no? Agile, no? That is how Chef Don sees, no, as to how we can address, no, these current challenges. Now, apart from these initiatives, no, apart from, of course, no, these are ano research based, no, itong mga ginawa ni Chef Don. It's not just about yung parang trends. It's not just about na naisip lang niya. Of course, these are research based. Now, apart from these research based, no, na references, no, punta tayo dito sa workforce kasi we have the structure, we have the strategy, no, we have the systems in place already. But let's talk about people, no. We of course we cannot do those initiatives. This is a teamwork, no, a collaboration. Chef Don, why do you think teamwork, no, in general, is quite appropriate for complex problem solving and of course in mutual support?
Yes, definitely teamwork is very important, no? Uh, every participation of every individual or your employees is very important. Kumbaga, like for example, nowadays, like everyone are adjusting. Like for example, for call center agents, no, they are tasked to do for work from home. Kumbaga, if you're not gonna cope with that, you're not gonna cooperate, technically, no, minsan yung mga employees din, sila yung maapektuhan, sila yung mawawalan ng trabaho. But if you're gonna support, no, the plans and the programs of the company, like you're willing to adjust. I'm not saying that, uh, kumbaga I'm trying to say that you need to compromise, no? It's a win-win situation. You're gonna give something for your company, you can sacrifice something for your company, then your company is sacrificing just for you to have a job, no, na to keep you employed. Kumbaga, teamwork is very important because like nowadays, so it's very hard na mawalan ka ng trabaho. Then if you're not gonna participate, or you don't know how to compromise with the businesses or the companies ngayon, no, definitely it will also affect your kabuhayan or your employment, no? Like nowadays, uso ang skeletal workforce, no? We as an employee, definitely you need to understand why do these companies are compromising with this kind of situation.
Right, right. It's also best to have a wide, no, understanding. No, this is not just a battle between pandemic and organizational leaders, or a battle between business owners and the pandemic. It's also a battle, no, between you and the pandemic. No, we in general, no, as members of the organization, as members of the community, no, as member of one whole team. No, so it's very best that teamwork is there. We need to support also, no, the direction set by our organizational leaders, no. And of course, Chef Don, major disasters, especially of course the pandemic, no, are very rare events. We all know that. Now most members have little hands-on experience with such incidents, no. Thus, in a case of crisis, why work structures must be established under strong time pressure, and of course why members have to react to a continuously changing situation. Of course, especially the Philippines, no. Let's admit it, especially sa mga provinces, no. We're not really trained, no. We're not really prepared, no, with such incidents like this. So why do we believe that structures, no, must be established, and why do we believe that members have to react continuously, uh, no, to the changing situation? Ganun ba siya kabilis magpalit, so far, Chef Don, yung panahon ngayon, or sa tingin mo matagal yung time frame niya bago magpalit? Pero sa nangyari ngayon parang ang bilis, ano, Chef Don?
Yes. Okay. For every company, for every business, it's very important for you to have a crisis management plan. And technically, all threats that you have identified sa SWOT analysis mo, don't take them for granted. Kasi usually, like ina-identify nga natin ng SWOT natin, no? But then again, ang threats natin, once na ina-identify mo na siya, wala ka naman ginagawa on how to prevent them. So you need to create a crisis management plan model, no? Wherein dapat napapractice nyo rin siya. You need to have like a simulation once in a while, no? And technically, nag-evolve, no? So there are times that you need to address the current situation, and there are times that you need to uh, replan again your crisis management plan, because definitely everything changes. Nothing is constant, no? Nowadays, kumbaga, madaling magbago. Like sabi, oo, tama ka kanina, sabi mo ang bilis ngang magbago. Kaya ganun ka importante that once in a while you need to have a simulation, no? For you to check if napapractice ba or you're capable ba once na nagka-threat, and for you to check if it's still applicable, no, at the current situation.
I like that, Chef Don. Check if it's still applicable. Previously, we're so into a 5-year plan. We're so into 3-year plan. I guess that's designed, no, pre-pandemic. But now that the pandemic is here, I guess from time to time it's really best to review our strategy, to review our current structures, no, in place, no. So I guess yun ang kailangan natin
And
gawin nga.
yeah,
Mhm.
actually, and you know what? Wala naman mali, no, if nag-create ka na ng crisis management plan. What I'm trying to say is, at least pag dumating na yung current situation, nakakailanganin mo ang isang crisis management plan, then hindi siya ganun ka-fit. It is easily for you to adapt. It is easily for you to address your current situation kasi meron ka nang naka-prepare, meron ka ng model. Kumbaga, you just need to adjust on how to address the current situation.
Ayun, no, it's always best to sabi nga natin dito, no, manage the available resources, no. So dito iti-tweak na lang natin, no, according to how it is beneficial dito sa current situation natin. Now, apart from that, no, we know the initiatives, we know the challenges, we are aware, we know what to do, but the challenge there is, are we competent, no? How do we remain competent, no? Why, Chef Don, it is best, no, is it best, no, that members are required to train on a regular basis. It's not just to train from time to time, from mag-train ka ng every 6 months, every 12 months, no? But in this time of pandemic, Chef Don, no, why is it best, no, to train on a regular basis? And why of course it is it stimulates responses to different crisis scenarios.
Yeah, it's very important that mas maganda na lagi kang prepared. Actually, hindi lang to like for example, like sa mga companies no, like Dole are requiring employees that they are need to be equipped or certified na dumaan sila sa mga emergency response na first aid. No, kumbaga hindi lang doon dapat like if especially if you're a bigger company, it is also important for you to have a model focusing on like in terms of social media or PR, no, public relations. Definitely like let's say pag nagkasunog, nagkaroon ng food poisoning, nagkaroon ng something sa isang business, dapat meron kang press release that dapat naka-ready ka. Alam mo ano yung mga isasagot mo. Like in terms of earthquake, that's the reason why very important to have like fire exit and emergency plan sa loob ng mga establishments. No, kumbaga dapat time to time, no, napapractice mo sila kasi you can never tell na kailan darating yung threat, kailan darating yung unos, kailan magiging applicable yung ginawa mong crisis management plan. So dapat alam mo siya, no? By heart, by mind, you're always physically ready, 'di ba? Sabi nga nila pag dumarating ang mga ganyang klaseng crisis, dapat hindi ka nagpa-panic, no? Dapat you're always calm so that you can think properly on how to address any type of crisis. I'm not just pertaining to pandemic ha. Like when you say crisis management kasi sabi ko nga kanina, puwedeng what if nasunog yung I'm not saying na sana masunog. What if nasunog ang kumpanya? What if isa kang restaurant may na food poison? What if na pandemya, 'di ba? What if nagkaroon ng earthquake? 'Di ba? What if nagkaroon ng barilan, no? Uh, crisis management is very broad Kumbaga, as much as possible, sabi ko nga kanina, you need to identify all the possible problems na pwedeng ma-encounter ng isang business.
Okay, I think that's a very good reminder, no? Again, no, masyado na tayong na-focus sa pandemic eh. Pero now that everyone is returning to work, no, everyone is at least getting back to normal. We have this surge of tourists na ulit na nakakapag-travel here and there. So meaning, bumabalik na yung mga iba't ibang crisis ulit, no? So it's also best to prepare for that. Now, as an organization leader, no, we're able to create a crisis management plan like that. Now, apart from that, we have learned no, about us, no, kailangan maging train tayo on a regular basis para at least ma-apply natin itong required no skills na ito for us to demonstrate these initiatives. Now, the next question is it just the role of the organization leader? Is it just the role of the business owner dito sa crisis management plan? Or, no, why is it best to have a crisis management team in the first place?
Definitely, it's a participation of everyone no sa isang kumpanya ang crisis management. Kumbaga, you need to like include all the like let's say if you're a bigger company, you include all different departments in your company. Kumbaga, hindi lang yan ng HR, hindi lang yan yung manager. Kumbaga, even to the simplest job na meron ang kumpanya, kasi there are times that you don't really actually know no kung ano ba talaga ang mga possible na mangyari sa mga iba't ibang departments. That's the reason why you need to include it's like an inclusive leadership no sa pag-create ng crisis management plan. And sabi ko nga earlier sa crisis management plan, maraming teams yan. You have the public relations, you have the manager no and iba-iba pa na heads for you to create your crisis management plan. And always remember, sabi nga lagi, 'di ba, two heads are better than one. So a group is always better than one. So alam mo yon, every insight, every input of your employees are always important.
Thank you for that, no, Chef Do, no. So again, it's also important for us to take into considerations, no, the insights of others because we even have, subject matter experts dito sa organizations, not just the leaders. So we have seasoned employees na 30 year na nagtatrabaho, no, 20 years na sa work, no. Of course, alam niya na yan. It's best to also get thoughts, no, and insights from them, no. Do not be afraid to seek help to others. Again, hindi lang ito responsibility ng isa, no, o hindi natin kaya lahat 'to, no. Again, we cannot give what we do not have and teach what we do not know. So it's always best, no, to collaborate with others. Now, as a closing question, Chef Don, no, being a leader from various environments, from NGO, no, from a business, no, from being a public servant leader, no, what advice, no, can you give, no, to our leaders, to our audience, no, in a fast changing environment like these times?
Simple lang. Always be prepared and you need to easily adapt on your current situation, on every circumstances.
Ayun, no, that
That's it.
very simple and it's very important, no, yung ano na yun, no, yung thought na yun. So ang daming takeaway natin kay Chef Don, no. So if you have questions, feel free to ask, no. Yes, no, you can always reach out to Chef Don Quito, no. Meron siyang Facebook page and of course Facebook profile, no. Don Quito, no. So with that, Chef Don Quito, I guess, no, it's a very good time to summarize this episode, especially to close this year with, no, a reminder as to how we can be prepared for the next thing, no, dito sa ating next year, no, to have a crisis management plan, to be assertive, to be agile, and of course to be proactive. So with that, Chef Don, no, thank you very much. And any parting words, Chef Don, bago natin i-close itong show na ito?
Yeah, actually, I would just like to take the opportunity to thank you, no, the CHRC and the CPHR organization and company. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to be part of your program. I hope you learned something new, something different, no, and something interesting with our topic today. Thank you, Jester.
All right, thank you very much, Chef Don. Again, this topic is about managing and leveraging resources. So with that, no, we hope to see you next year. And of course, we send our happy holidays greetings sa inyo. So advance Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Happy Holidays. So with that, maraming salamat and be safe, everyone. Goodbye for now. This is Jester, your host for the HR on the Go, no, a free live webcast on top trends and hot topics relating to HR and people management. No? So again, you can visit this video if di nyo nasimulan or natapos, always sa aming YouTube account from the account of Circa Logical Group. And of course, you can always play this, replay dito sa ating Facebook page, dito sa Clark HR Council. So again, if you're looking to be featured next, of course, next year na yun, no? Just send us an email at go@clarkhrcouncil.org. And of course, if you're interested in becoming a CHRC member and get those benefits discussed a while ago, please join us via www.clarkhrcouncil.org/join. So again, no, thank you very much and have a very good afternoon. So bye for now and see you next year. Bye.